Good evening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and ready for tomorrow, Monday. Oh my, it just the light is like my face so yellow today. Um, so let's see. Very windy outside today. Yes, it is. I was planning to go out there and do some more cleaning for the garden, and extremely windy. So I decided to clean the house instead. So we have a relaxing day, just relaxing day, cleaning the house, putting things away, a lot of dusting, you know. So it's nice to take a break from doing other things and just focus on one thing for today is we go and getting things for the garden and just clean up the house, and the kids just have a break today because Sufu was sick, and they did not have martial art or anything, but I still doing it like every day. We practice piano, martial art. If they're not practicing with Sufu, they're practicing with me. So we do that. We did that for a couple hours with piano for two kids and martial art for two kids. And then we have lunch. We go out and we got stuff for the garden. We came back home, clean the house, kids playing outside and relax. So it's a good. I think they are ready for next week. Is next week's the new week of the co-op, and new quarter of the fourth quarter, the last quarter of this seasons of school years. So we are ready to tackle the last couple of weeks of the homeschooling. And again, right, when I'm talking about this, especially that I say, just take a day off and stay focused on one thing, like just do to get things done, because sometimes we just do so many things and nothing really get done in the way that we want it to. So today, like, I just want to focus on my main goal this week is get the garden ready for the seasons. And I do my research, I do my reading, I get all my seeds ready, and I got my soil ready, and I go buy thing, and I have the plan how to kill the rats for the next couple of weeks. So hopefully, I was able to do that. If I'm not able to, I still, have the process. At least I think, and I plan ahead of time, and I have the goal. And it's kind of nice to stay focused on one thing and able to do that and not in a rush of doing too much as one step at a time. Like yesterday, what I did was go out there, observe the soil, observe the garden, see what I can do, and I planning things out. And I go in, and then today I saw what I need, and I went and get them. And then tomorrow, maybe we go out there for another hour or so. Like every day to do a little bit. I decide not to do too much anymore, but be smart about this. Um, my goal is not have the battle with the weed anymore. Learn how to kill, like not like having the weeds like take over my garden, but I am take in charge of it. And that is my season of this. Like I focus on that goal, and I'm moving things around a little bit, and hopefully I will grow my fruit and my veggie will grow better and give more, produce products for this year. But at the same time, I'm talking like this, right? Is like I have owned and I learned through so many times of losing weight and other stuff. But even though talking here, what I learned is, and I apply to my gardening at the same time, is that one step at a time, do the small chunks at a time. I don't do too much, and I feel overwhelmed, and I drop everything around the house, and it's really tiring doing that way. What I do is, like I take a deep breath and I say that is a lot of work this year. And what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna be. And last year I would come out there, I'd be frustrated, and I hate gardening, and I didn't do it really well. So I had to battle with the weed, and that's not the right way of doing it. So I approach it this year differently, and hopefully the battle will be better, and I'm not going to have that battle because I taking care of it from the beginning. So I want to start my garden seasons by doing the right thing. So I have my goal. I set on one goal. I'm focusing on how to learn take care of the weed correctly this year, because when I take care of that part, the other part gonna roll. So and organizing the right way with the sun, where the suns are, and where the sunlight is, and what direction is. So I putting veggie in the right location. So and that's what it is. And then every day, not coming out there for the whole chunks of the 3-4 hours, I just use maybe 1 hour break, like give the kids longer break during school time. And instead of doing the cookings, I will be more smart to go out there and, do the gardenings, and then come back in and then continue the homeschooling, and then like eat different type of food, like cook the night before, or prepare in certain way that I would able to donate like at least 30 minutes every day to be in the garden and tackle it one at a time and see how it goes. So that is my new goal. And I come in and when I came out there, I clean the garden, I clean the weed, I see the hate, I see the battle inside of me already, and it's not happy, it's not fun. I take a deep breath and I learn what I'm learned from here doing this, like just 15 minutes a day will work. And I try to apply that to my garden at the same time. So I see that if this gonna be easier this year, and I will give you update on that, but that is my goal this year to do gardening. So what I'm doing here, I see if I can apply it out there with the garden, and I'm sure it will work. What I'm doing it here is that is not overwhelm myself. That's one goal I don't want to do. I don't want to overwhelm myself, and be smart about what I'm doing. What I'm blending, and even though the weed, like do it the right way. Don't just pull it up and, just be consistent. And again, right, I listened to the couple videos that people, and there's one guy out there talking about this, and I totally agree with him. I think it's like, am I gardening? Am I gardener? He say, you know what? Everybody have weed. Every gardener dealing with weed, no matter what it is, you're dealing with weed. And the other lady show a couple techniques that she doing with her garden, and she still say the weeds never go away. But if the limit the time, definitely you can limit the time, less time weeding than before if you do the right things. And this guy say the same thing, but different technique, but do say the same thing. And you know what? I come to the conclusions that battle with weed is never go away. But if you do it smart, it will be less stressful and it's more enjoyable, and less time focus, and use more time focus on something else. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I want to do here as well too. Like do it slow in a small chunks. Like don't overwhelm myself with all the practice, but practice the right way. To choose one song and do it, or choose one book and do it. Don't read the whole, like 4 chapter expectation of read 4 chapter at the same time. You cannot do that. Maybe 2 pages and just relax. 15 minutes a day. You don't have to go 2 hours of reading. No, if you're not a book reader, you don't have to go 2 hours of reading. Just 15 minutes a day. Get into the habit, create the habit, and then become easier. When the guy talking about gardening, it makes so much sense. Is what I'm doing right here. That like every day to be consistent out there, do the right thing, and eventually the weed is gonna be going away. And if you plant veggies in the right way, gonna be less weed in your gardens. And listen to him. I'm like, you know what I'm doing here is apply everywhere. If you don't like exercise, but you think exercise is so important, like to take a walk, right? Simple, to take a walk every day, 15 minutes, 30, 40 minutes a day. But if you cannot do 40 minutes, do 30 minutes. If you cannot do 30 minutes, 15 minutes will work, will count. If you do consistent enough every day and gradually create it by one day at a time, and you will get there. You will get to 30 to 40 minutes. But if jump in and request your body to do 30, 40 minutes right away, if you've never done it before, you take a break for so long and jump in and do it, your body not gonna happy about it, and of course gonna give you pain, and more pain is gonna hold you back because it's too painful. No one like it, no one happy with it, so people gonna step back, and and you give up and you not follow through. So the book I'm reading today is that like you have to gain every day, you have to gain a little win to give you the motivation to go to the next day. And if you keep doing that for the whole week, if you have the collections of good results for the whole week, it's going to give you more reason to come back and do it again and do it again and again. He say the same thing. Start out small. You don't have to do anything big. One step at a time. Create the habit is require the consistency and persistence throughout every day, throughout the week, day in and day out. Keep repeating it, repeating it, repeating it. It's boring repeating it, but the result at the end of the day is worth it, and that's how you keep coming back. So if you haven't started, and if you started and you give up and you just want to try over and over and again, it doesn't work, try this. Try this out with me every day, 15 minutes, consistently every day. And if you don't give up in the whole year until the end of the year, we're gonna celebrate something. I promise you. All right, let's get practice. 15 minutes. Let's do this. Right on time for the song. I hope you have a good practice and get ready for tomorrow. Whatever it is, don't let it bring your week down. A little move, 1 centimeters of movements or getting better is count. And it show in my son practice is so anywhere. In everybody put time into practice. Even though you play golf, you do your tests, if you put time in consistently every single day, you will get the results. So even though you feel you don't get there, it's just because it's not there yet. You only get there when you turn back and connect the dot and say, oh, that's where I was, and it was nothing. But every day it will move a little bit and it's count. So I hope you will have another plan for the practice tomorrow. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern time here with me. And we will see how it's go in the next couple of months or at the end of the year. All right. I hope to see you here tomorrow. Bye.